It's a New York Minute.
Rachel's speech, I would like to call Jonah Mera.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. Rochelle, that was an amazing speech, and I've seen Rochelle give quite a few amazing speeches, and I think in the time period that might have been one of the better ones I've ever seen. There's so many things that Rochelle does really well, and one of the things that she does really well, which really adds to her message at all times, is the movement back and forth, coming forward onto the podium, but most especially back against the wall. You're right, it doesn't work for men. I think that was incredible. It shows a certain vulnerability in front of an audience, putting your back to them, especially when you're speaking in front of them. And I thought it really, really emphasized your point. I love that. I also love that you're getting in front of a bunch of professionals at the very beginning, and you ask them a question. Are we in front of the fitness trainers, and you ask them, are we helping the people? Are we putting the vision in front of larger clients, or all body sizes, I should say, not necessarily larger clients. I also liked, another part I found really effective in what Rochelle did was, when talking about her clients, using the term we. At one stage in the zipline story, talking about the 300-pound limit, and you're looking at your group and you're saying we're all in that range. And personally, I may be heading towards it, but I know that you are not. And I think that shows such an empathy with your clients. Nice. Even in front of a group of professionals, that explains how they have to think about their clients. And I thought that was, I think that's really good. That's something that everyone should try and utilize in speech, where you make sure that how important people realize it is to emphasize both with an audience and also in this kind of case, with your own clientele. A couple of things that Rochelle can work on. One of the things that Rochelle often asks about is the speed at which she speaks. And I don't mind that, particularly in Rochelle's, because Rochelle she is in training, and she talks about movement. So if you're moving and you're speaking quickly while talking about movement, I think that's good. You do actually utilize, and I think you've been working on it, probably introducing some spots where you're speaking slower. When you talked about the guy in the bus, you said, are you thinking about him being overweight? You spoke about how happy you were, your clients being embracing the movement, and you're looking and saying, this is what I do. What I would actually emphasize, instead of trying to slow down speech in general, is to utilize some spots where you really emphasize, to slow down, to make your point. At one stage, you came in front of near the end, and I wrote a little closer. You're talking to the fitness professionals. If you're going to emphasize something, you should emphasize it. Speak slowly, say it louder. This is what I do. Shout it out. Okay. You can do it. I know you can. And so I'd love to see a little bit more of that. In front of it might have been the thing I missed. The vision. Is the vision to get fitness instructors to embrace all body sizes, or was it the vision to get fitness instructors to embrace movement generally and not just in the gym? It could be that I just missed it, but since it is a point of the speech, I think you want to be clear. To take an example from a gentleman we had last week, Dana Lamont. When I saw Dana Lamont when he came previously to a National Speakers Association, one of your meetings, he said he often gets asked by competition speakers to evaluate the speech, and the first thing he says to him, he says, is your point getting across in the first two sentences? And very often, even in competitions, it's not. So I think it's something for all of us to keep in mind. Make sure it's clear right in the first two sentences and what you want to get across. But again, it was great. But back to the audience, I think all the other guys should try it. And thank you.
Thank you, Ken.